For life.
Alright guys, this is a sensitive subject matter, so I'm not going to get in depth about what Billy Jack Haynes is being accused of doing. Nor is this video to try to debunk the accusations or defend him if he did indeed do this, because if he did, he should obviously pay the price for such a disgusting, vile act. And I'm sure you've already heard by now, it's fairly heavy in the news cycle, but former Portland wrestling and territory great from the 80s, Billy Jack Haynes, has been arrested after a standoff with the police. Afterwards, they found Billy's wife at the scene unresponsive. Now, you can ask pretty much anyone that's dealt with him in the business. You can find numerous shoot interviews on him. He was an odd guy. Definitely a different type of dude. And he was extremely outspoken as well. He was adamant about Vince McMahon being allegedly involved in the murders of several former wrestling greats. Similar to how I feel here on the channel. He's went into things like the poison that Vince used to kill Ultimate Warrior and Randy Savage in his hits on those guys he had carried out. And he even threw himself under the bus while disclosing his involvement in the infamous Boys on the Tracks scandal the Clintons are to blame for. You can Google that, Boys on the Tracks. Please do research. Yes, Billy has admitted time and time again that he was part of the hired muscle to carry out those hits. He even goes extremely and disturbingly in depth on how it was all carried out. That's some bad stuff to have floating out there for people to hear, you know. Really damaging type stuff. And that isn't even all of it. Billy Jack Haynes is an extremely straight up dude with no fear. He will say anything. And here lately, with all of this dirt coming out on Vince McMahon, there's been a lot of eyes on Billy Jack Haynes and the things that he has been saying for years as he continues to gain credibility and steam. What would be a good way to shut him down and kill any credibility he has while giving us all another piece of information in the news to bury the now Ashley Massaro stuff that's been coming out? Oh, let's frame that loose-lipped Billy Jack and do him in. Is it a crazy thought? Sure. Just like Billy is a little bit crazy. Even I'll admit that. Doesn't make him a liar with all of the things that he has claimed. This is just one man's observations and questions, though. As I ask myself, I see something play out in the news like this, especially with the odd timing, right? Anyways, I'll continue to follow this situation as it develops. I think we all need to keep a clear mind and open mind as the news cycle moves at a breakneck pace. And remember that Vince McMahon is still under investigation by federal prosecutors. And there's much more dirt waiting to be swept out from under the McMahon's family welcome rug. Stick with me here at Wrestling Insight as it all unfolds.